This is Halco's Roosta popper. This is the 85. There's a whole range of sizes. There's little ones for brim and bass, but this one is just fantastic on Trevally in these estuary systems. And they're really built for offshore conditions, the really big ones. But what they do have is a great cup face on them, nice and deep. And then you might be able to pick up the angle on that cup so you can use it fairly slowly in against the cover, but then draw it back at a steady wind and you're going to get a great bubble trail back to the boat. So I'll just show you how I like to fish it. They're really well weighted at the back for casting, so you can just flick it in and they'll travel tail first right the way into the bank. And if you're throwing long distances or you're trying to cover flats or whatever, then they're fantastic for that. But they'll just sit there and they sit with the cup facing up like that because they're heavy in the tail. So for mangrove jack, I like topwater lures that'll sit more flat, but you can just pop it with that aggressive rod tip action and it won't move very far, which is important if you're chasing trevally in and around the structures and the covers around the edges of the banks. So you might be able to hear that popping sound. And then what it does have, as you wind a straight wind, it'll stay true and just drag right back to the boat. You can see the bubble trail that it's throwing out there. It's really dominant in the water and it's enough to call fish in from a distance. So it's probably not my first choice if I'm chasing mangrove jack around these estuary systems, but for trevally they're a great option, and the colours that they come in with these shiny finishes are just mint for big trevally, tarpon, etc. So there's the Halco Roosta popper. I just love these deep cupped poppers for the sound that they throw out. And the shape on this thing's fairly good for casting too. It's got really heavy trebles and rings because it's built for Australian conditions, made by Halco. It's the Roosta popper.